Welcome back to Explain the Charts. Today we're going to break down Apple stock, and see if the news and chart data support a bullish or bearish outlook. So, according to our Google search, the latest headlines for Apple are mixed. Jefferies analyst Edison Lee downgraded Apple to a hold from buy, stating that the company's AI initiatives won't significantly impact the business until 2026 to 27. He believes that the iPhone 16 will see weak initial demand, citing the need for hardware upgrades to fully leverage AI capabilities. However, other analysts are still bullish on Apple's long-term prospects due to the launch of the new iPhone and Apple Intelligence features. Some even believe that Apple's new AI integrations and the potential for 270 million iPhone upgrades could boost sales and stock price. There's also discussion about a potential recession, which could lead consumers to delay upgrading their phones, and the possibility of a sell-off in Apple's stock if sales don't meet expectations. Ultimately, the news surrounding Apple is somewhat conflicting, suggesting a degree of uncertainty in the market. Let's turn to the charts and see if they offer any more clarity. Now, looking at the daily chart of Apple, we can see that the stock has been on an upward trend for the past few months. This trend has been particularly strong since the beginning of October, with a noticeable breakout above a key resistance level. The volume has also been increasing, which suggests that there's a lot of interest in the stock. We can see a clear breakout above resistance around $225, which could be a significant level to watch for potential support. The recent news about Apple Intelligence and the iPhone 16 seems to be reflected in the chart, with the stock showing strength despite the downgrade. However, the market is also showing some signs of caution, with the stock retracing slightly after the initial breakout. This suggests that the market may be waiting for further confirmation of Apple's growth potential. Let's zoom in and take a look at the 1-hour chart to see if we can find any more short-term clues. If we look at the 1-hour chart, we see a very clear upward trend. This trend has been particularly strong in the last few days, with the stock making higher highs and higher lows. The volume has been increasing, which suggests that there's a lot of interest in the stock. We can see a clear breakout above resistance around $227, which could be a significant level to watch for potential support. The recent news about Apple Intelligence and the iPhone 16 seems to be reflected in the chart, with the stock showing strength despite the downgrade. However, the market is also showing some signs of caution, with the stock retracing slightly after the initial breakout. This suggests that the market may be waiting for further confirmation of Apple's growth potential. The current price action suggests that the bulls are in control, but the bears may be looking for an opportunity to push the price down. Let's narrow down the view to the last 3 days to see if we can find any more short-term clues. Over the past 3 days, we see that Apple has been consolidating between $227 and $229. This consolidation could be a sign of indecision in the market, with bulls and bears battling for control. The volume has been relatively low during this consolidation, suggesting that there isn't a clear direction for the stock. It could be that the market is waiting for the release of Apple's earnings report or some other significant news to break out of this consolidation. Looking at the 15-minute chart, we can see that the stock has been trading in a tight range for the last few hours. This range is between $228.50 and $229.25. The volume has been low during this range, suggesting that there's not much momentum in the market. This could be a sign of consolidation before a breakout, or it could be a sign of a market waiting for further confirmation of the current trend. It's important to watch this range carefully for any signs of breakout. If the price breaks above $229.25, it could be a sign that the bulls are gaining control and the stock is likely to move higher. However, if the price breaks below $228.50, it could be a sign that the bears are gaining control and the stock is likely to move lower. Overall, the 15-minute chart is showing signs of indecision, but it's important to watch for any signs of a breakout. In summary, the news surrounding Apple is somewhat mixed, with some analysts bullish on the stock's long-term prospects and others more cautious. The daily chart shows a strong upward trend since the beginning of October, with a breakout above resistance at $225. The 1-hour chart is also showing an upward trend, but the market seems to be consolidating in the short term. The 15-minute chart is showing signs of indecision, with the stock trading in a tight range between $228.50 and $229.25. The market is waiting for a catalyst to break out of this consolidation. It could be the release of Apple's earnings report, a new product launch, or some other significant news. It's important to watch these key price levels closely. If the price breaks above $229.25, it could be a sign that the bulls are gaining control and the stock is likely to move higher. However, if the price breaks below $228.50, it could be a sign that the bears are gaining control and the stock is likely to move lower. Overall, the outlook for Apple is uncertain, but the stock is showing strength in the long term. It's important to watch the charts closely for any signs of a breakout or reversal. We'll continue to monitor the market and bring you updates on Apple in the coming weeks.